there's lots of ways to kind of end our careers and have things happen that affect our careers, but that motorcycle accident that you happened, tell us about that.
Well, I mean, that was a game ender. That was a game ender. It was the 9th of August, you know.
My birthday.
It was the 9th of August. Thanks, Holly. It's the 9th of August. I was ready for training camp. I was in the best shape that I've ever been in. I was literally 260 pounds, way up, but not a stitch of fat. I was well.
Big and strong.
The VO2 was up there. I was really looking forward to hammering something out. And then I was driving my chopper, 8 hangers all the way up here, you know, and I suicide shift, thing's 11 foot long, and guy pulls out in front of me right at Olive and Fifi. There's nobody on the road. There's nobody on the road. And I'm going to Philly to negotiate a contract. It'd be a 3-year deal at $1 million a year kind of thing. And, you know, kind of because the Blues had let me go that night. That day had let me go, and I was a free agent. And I go, well, this is crazy. I don't know. Okay, I got some marketability. Guy pulled out, and I had nowhere to go. I had nowhere to go. Laid off the gas, and said, well, I guess when I hit him, I pulled myself over the handlebars. And hit him, pulled myself over the handlebars. The loop of my 2-inch belt caught on the handlebars. Ripped my pants completely off, broke the belt. I went for one somersault. And from one somersault, I went 45 feet. And I can remember slow-mo, just going over, one rotation, looking at the ground going, well, this is not going to be good. I hope I land on my feet. And I landed smack right on my feet. And then skidded like Freddie Flintstone when he stops his car. And ended up looking up in the sky going,
oh, I'm alive.
Yeah, and I'm feeling around, like, damn, I got no gear on, like I'm completely naked, and there's a big hole in my knee, and I'm going, well, you know, I might make training camp. This gal comes running over, you all right? I go, can you cover me up? Because I got nothing on. And if I made the first phone call was to Bob Blitz, my lawyer. The next one was to Jocelyn, that I was married to at the time. And the worst part about it is they pushed me into the ambulance. I was on the spine board, all right? So I couldn't get my knees. They couldn't put my knees down. And they got me on the spine board, and the guy's putting an IV in me. And this guy that I hit, who just stalled in the middle of the road, there was 2 lanes going this way, 2 lanes to make a turn, another 2 lanes. There's literally 6 lanes. And there's nobody on the road, and he just stopped like a deer in the headlights. And I'm screaming at him, and he goes, yeah, some dude in a motorcycle just hit me. Do you hear him? And he puts the phone over as they're pushing me in. They're pushing me into the ambulance, and he's got his phone like this. I pick up, and I start drilling him. And the ambulance attendant had a pair of scissors, and I grabbed the scissors, and I pushed him over to this side, and I'm going to turn over to stab him, but I couldn't because I was strapped to the board. So I switched hands. At the same time I'm switching hands, police officer Brooks opened the door, he put the gun, just Twister, stop it. And I go, get him the frick out of my freaking ambulance. So that was the invitation to 4 or 5 days.
Well, why is the guy in the ambulance? He was inside the car.
That's the question I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's the same question I'm asking. He's sitting in the front, and they're wheeling me into the guy that, you know, ultimately ended my career. I didn't know that at that time, but I sure did learn pretty quick in the ICU. And they go, well, here's your, would you like somebody to come over and give you your, talk to a priest? And I go, rent the Titanic. I mean, we're not doing that. And he goes, well, we got to sign all these forms for a blood transfusion. I go, what? Is it that bad? Would you like some paint? No, I want nothing.
I want info.
I want some information. And, well, here's where you're at. If you continue to bleed on your front and back of your pelvis, we don't think we're going to put blood back in you as fast as you're losing it. And I go, well, what's the gig? He goes, well, we're giving you 10 or 20 on the right side and something on the other if you don't stop bleeding. It was like, holy cow, that's a lot to learn on a bike ride. And
thinking you might make training camp.
Right. That was exactly it. So I ended up with 4 days in the ICU, and I can't move. And
surgery or anything, or no?
Well, no, they weren't able to because the pelvis is a joint.
So how'd the blood stop?
Well, I broke. Your pelvis rotates like this, so I broke the ligaments in the front and the back, so they were bleeding they were profusely bleeding, and every time I moved, they continued to bleed. So all the blood was leaking into my stomach, right? And if I didn't stop bleeding there, they'd have to go in there and try to stop the bleeding for me. But on the way in, they might not be able to replace as much blood as I'm losing.
Right.
Well, I wasn't ready to go. I didn't feel bad. It was like, it's a real enlightening moment when you're going, you're telling me all this, but I don't feel that bad.
So throwing the haymakers at the guy
Oh,
probably
straight
didn't help
up.
the bleeding.
Straight up like this, and try to commit murder at the same time.
Did you ever go hunt the guy down later?
Oh, I have no idea what happened to him.
He's probably scared shitless right
Wink,
now.
wink.
I have no idea.
Because we can find that information out.
Yeah, that was the game ender for me.